Okay, ji, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to start state space representation. Well, this is an alternative representation of the class of dynamic system that we are studying. And previously we have represented our dynamic systems as transfer functions uh, by having the aid of Laplace transformations. The state space representation is another commonly used method to essentially do the same thing what we were doing with our transfer functions, that is analysis and design. So let's learn what state space is, and then how can we get the state space representation of some system, and most importantly, how in certain sense it is equivalent to the transfer function that we have been looking at and discussing about. So let's start with an example of mass spring damper system. So this is the situation. Will be suppose मेरे पास एक, so this is my spring constant जो है वो k है, और इसी तरह से मेरे पास एक damper है, this damper is b, और मेरे पास mass है. So this is my displacement. That's the force exerting on this mass. Okay, anyone in this class who can give me the governing equation of the system? जी इरफान. बैठे हुए हैं सर? जी जरा थोड़ा ऊंचा भी बोलें, आवाज आपकी बहुत कम आती है. इरफान मुझे आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही अगर आप बोल रहे हैं तो.
हेलो सर, आवाज आ रही है?
जी ऊंचा बोलेंगे तो आएगी.
सर बोल तो पहले रहा था, शायद कोई माइक का इशू था.
हैं जी?
सर बोल तो रहा था, शायद माइक का इशू था, इसलिए सर आवाज नहीं आ रही थी.
जी असवर आप बताइए.
सर आइडिया नहीं है सर.
यार ये तो पहले लेक्चर में किया था. चले ओके, कोई मसला नहीं. So the governing equation for this system is m x double dot of t plus b x dot of t plus k x of t, and that's equal to f of t. And in fact that's an alternative way of writing the same thing which we were writing before, that m into d square x divided by dt square plus b dx by dt plus k x of t, and that's equal to f of t. And if I'm interested in finding the transfer function of this system, anybody can tell me what should I do?
सर फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म.
बेटा ट्रांसफर फंक्शन एस डोमेन में चाहिए, क्या हो गया?
लैप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म ले लेते हैं.
ओके, लैप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म. तो जरा बताइए इसका लैप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म क्या होगा?
M S S square f of s
ms स्क्वायर आगे
सर वो f of s
f तो बेटा कहीं पे नहीं है यहाँ पे
x of s
x of s गुड प्लस
s
h भी कहीं पे नहीं है इसका ट्रांसफर अगर मैं ले रहा हूं तो लैपलास ट्रांसफॉर्म तो h तो कहीं पे नहीं है ईशा बेटा आप बताएंगी
b into s x of s plus y s dash 0.
इरफान तुमने तो पता नहीं कहाँ बैठे हुए हो जहां से कोई आवाज आती नहीं ऐसे लगता है कुएं में बैठे हुए हो बट एनीवेज सो इट इज b s x of s plus k x of s and the Fourier transform the Laplace transform of this will be f of s. So the transfer function क्या होता है आपका? The Planck transfer function is the Laplace of the output divided by Laplace of the input when all the initial conditions are 0. So in fact we have taken this differential equation जो है वो आपने Laplace transform उसका ले लिया है and now you can find out what is x of s divided by f of s and that's equal to 1 over ms square plus bs plus k. So now that's my transfer function. So all these things are already known and now let's move towards the state space representation. Now the basic idea, so what's the basic idea? Let's talk about it. The basic idea behind the state representation is to rewrite an nth order ODE or ordinary differential equation as a set of n first order ODEs. So whatever we have, so in this case we have an ordinary differential equation which is second order. ठीक, so what we are saying कि हमारे पास अगर nth order की ऑर्डिनरी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन है तो हम इसको ट्रांसफॉर्म करेंगे या रीराइट करेंगे इस इक्वेशन को एज ए सेट ऑफ n first order ODEs. In this particular case we have a second order equation, so it means we will be rewriting this equation into a set of 2 first order ODEs. Any question about this basic idea? Agreed. So that's the basic idea. You give me an nth order ordinary differential equation, and can we rewrite it as a set of n first order ODEs? So that's the question, and we are going to ask ourselves. And the answer to that question is yes, we can do it. It is possible. And now we are going to discuss that how we will be doing all this. So in order to do that, we need to first define what are called state variables. So what are state variables? For example, in the mass spring damper system, ये जो हमने system discuss किया है, इसके अंदर मैं अगर state variables ढूंढना चाहूँ तो suppose मैं कहता हूँ कि displacement of the mass, which is x, and the speed of the mass, that is x dot. These are my state variables, can be taken as my state variables because let's say someone gives me information about the displacement and speed of the mass at each instant of time. I would be able to completely characterize what's happening to that mass. So we can say that the state variables are those variables whose knowledge at each and every instant of time can completely characterize that system. So that's the definition of our state variables. So as we have discussed that for the example of mass spring damper system, the speed and displacement of the mass can be taken as a state variable to characterize the system. Um, in fact, that's not the only choice, because in this course we are just touching some aspects of state space representation to give broad introduction to this topic. As you go deeper in this area, doing advanced courses in control system, you will see that state space representation for one system can be non-unique. That is, we can have multiple state space representation for the same system, and in fact this factor is used to our advantage while doing the analysis of the system. So now the question is, suppose I'm convinced that displacement and speed are my state variables. Now the question is, how do I get the state space representation of the system of this mass spring damper system? As we said, that first step is to collect n state variables, and because in general we are dealing with nth order system. So in this particular case, why I have taken two state variables? In this particular example, I have taken two state variables. Why?
सर क्योंकि दो पैरामीटर हैं x और t.
क्योंकि पैरामीटर नहीं, आपकी जो इक्वेशन है वो सेकंड ऑर्डर है. सो n इज इक्वल टू 2 है इस केस में, तो आपके जो पैरामीटर्स हैं, जो स्टेट वेरिएबल्स हैं, वो भी 2 होंगे, बिकॉज n इज इक्वल टू 2 है तो आपके स्टेट वेरिएबल्स भी 2 होंगे, बिकॉज द आइडिया इज कि आपने जो nth ऑर्डर की आपकी ODE है, आपने उसको रीराइट करना है या डिकम्पोज करना है इनटू सेट ऑफ n फर्स्ट ऑर्डर टर्म्स में, आपने उसको डिसइंटीग्रेट करना है या डिकम्पोज करना है. गॉट इट? एनी क्वेश्चंस?
नो क्वेश्चन सर.
ओके. So we already know to represent an nth order system in transfer function mode or transfer function format. How? Suppose we are given an nth order system, we can characterize it as nth order ODE with constant coefficients. Then we take the Laplace transform, substituting all the initial conditions equal to 0 and get the transfer function of the system, what we did here. So we were given an nth order equation. We have taken the Laplace transform, making all the initial condition equal to 0, and that's it. And we have obtained the transfer function of that. Now we are asking ourselves that how can we get the same thing as far as state space representation is concerned. So we are given an nth order system. That is first step to choose is n state variables, and we have chosen our two state variables. And now the second step is, so my first step was and now my second step is write n first order ODEs, and each one of those should be characterizing the time evaluation of the n state variables. So I will be writing n okay. So क्या situation बन रही है? So we have n state variables. We want to write n first order ODEs, and each one of those first order ODEs is characterizing the time evolution of each state variables. And then we will be collecting those first order ODEs, as we said कि हमें एक set की form में उसको लिखना है, and the main mathematical tool which will be useful in the state space representation or analysis will be linear algebra. So good knowledge of linear algebra is important. And I think every one of you have taken the course of linear algebra and ODE, so that would not be a problem. And in fact, for transfer functions, we needed a good working knowledge of Laplace transform and complex variables, and you have done the course of Laplace and complex variables and transform. So let's go back to our own example where we have selected two state variables and the displacement and the speed. And as we said that we are selecting two state variables because the value of n is equal to 2 here, because we have a second order differential equation. Okay, so now generally the state variables are denoted by the variable x. So let x1 of t, and this x is not related to the displacement x जो कि आपके example में है. So x1 of t जो है, that's your first state variable, and that is equal to x of t. Now this x of t is different. ठीक है? x1 of t is the first state variable and that is displacement. इसको मैं, this is my displacement and this is my first state variable. Okay, so x1 of t जो है, that is x of t, and my second state variable x2 of t, because I have two state variable, I suppose that is x dot of t. X dot of t क्या है? That is my speed. Then we can immediately observe that x2 of x1 of t dot जो है, that is what? जी, आपकी इनपुट चाहिए. x1 डॉट क्या हो जाएगा? As per
सर x2 के इक्वल आ जाएगा.
x2t के लिए इक्वल.
that is x dot of t and that's equal to x2 of t. I hope there is no problem. The idea is to write these time evolution equations in terms of state variables themselves. ठीक है? अब हमने first state variable का जो derivative है, we have written in the form of the second state variable. So first derivative of the first state variable, that is equal to the second state variable. What about x2? जी मेमन आप ही बता दीजिए, फिर बाकी तो सो रहे हैं.
x of t के इक्वल होगा, वो इक्वल होगा x1 of t.
x2 डॉट जो है x डबल डॉट ऑफ t के इक्वल हो गया. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes sir.
Okay, so now we have to rewrite this x double dot of t, which is actually the acceleration, in terms of the state variable themselves. How can I do that? I can use the governing equation, which we have already have. So in a similar way, I use the governing equation to get the transfer function. So looking at this governing equation, this one, either in this format or this format, so what will be the value of x double dot of t? अगर मुझे यहाँ पे x double dot of t की वैल्यू लिखनी हो तो what it will be? जी कोई है आइडिया?
सर x2 डॉट.
हैं जी?
सर
आयशा सदीका जी, जरा थोड़ा ऊंचा बोलिए.
सर मैं कह रहा हूँ कि x2 डॉट की इक्वल है।
जी x2 डॉट किसके इक्वल है? अगर मेरे पास ये इक्वेशन है तो सिंपल मैनिपुलेशन है, कोई मसला तो नहीं है। यार अगर ये इक्वेशन गिवन हो तो ये मैं नहीं लिख सकता हूं।
सर कहते हैं जो बी एक्स डॉट ऑफ टी प्लस के एक्स ऑफ टी को दूसरी साइड पे ले जाएंगे और m को डिवाइड कर देंगे।
चलो शुक्र है, गुड। माइनस के ओवर एम एक्स ऑफ टी माइनस बी ओवर एम एक्स डॉट ऑफ टी and plus 1 over m f of t. That's it. So I will be writing this thing here as well. So x double dot जो है इसको मैं लिख सकता हूँ यहाँ पे, that is minus k over m x of t minus b over m x dot of t plus 1 over m f of t. But we have to write all these time evolution equations in terms of the state variables itself. अब x of t जो है वो state variable नहीं है, x dot of t state variable नहीं है. So x of t की terms में अगर हम इसको state variables की terms में अगर हम लिखना चाहें तो हम क्या करेंगे? x of t क्या चीज है? That is equal to my first state variable x1 of t and x dot of t क्या है? That is my second state variable x2 of t. So I can rewrite this x2 dash of t, x2 dot of t, that would be equal to minus k over m x1 of t now, because this is my state variable, minus b over m x2 of t, the second state variable, and plus 1 over m f of t. We will not change it, that would remain as it is because that's the connection of the system with the external world, that's the input. See? So now we have two state equations. One is this one, बल्कि इसको अगले सफे पे दोबारा लिख लेते हैं so that x1 dot of t, that's equal to x2 of t. So the first derivative of my first state variable is the second state variable, and the first derivative of my second state variable is minus k over m, my first state variable minus p over m, my second state variable plus 1 over m f of t. So that's my first equation and this is my second equation, और इन equations को हम कहते हैं, these are my state equations. Any questions till now?
No sir.
So state equations are the first order ODEs that characterize the time evolution of each state variable. And now let's define a state vector or state variable vector as a column vector where we arrange the two state variables in this form. So अगर मैं एक, in fact ये जो vector है, this is lower case character in bold form. So this is my x of t, या आप इसको इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हैं या आप इसको इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हैं, just to indicate that this is a vector and we are saying that this is my state vector or state variable vector, and there will be two state variable in that, x1 of t and x2 of t. This is in a column vector की फॉर्म में मौजूद है. ठीक है जी. अब मुझे अपनी वेक्टर फॉर्मेट में अपनी स्टेट इक्वेशंस जो है वो लिखनी है. तो इस केस में मैं इसको कैसे लिखूंगा? लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दिस. अब मुझे द फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव ऑफ माय स्टेट वेक्टर अगर मुझे लिखना हो, So that would be what? That would be x1 of t dot x2 of t dot, the derivatives, first derivatives of my uh, first and second state variables, and that should be equal to some matrix multiplied with x1 of t into x2 of t plus some vector into f of t. Okay, now you know the equations. So these are the two equations. And now we have to write in the vector format. G, x1 dot of t is equal to x2 of t. How to write it? What should we do? मुझे ये काम करना है. x1 dot of t is equal to x2 of t. How to write it in this form? क्या एंट्रीज होनी चाहिए मेरे मैट्रिक्स की, इस मैट्रिक्स की और इस वेक्टर की? This is called my input vector and that's my state vector. State matrix. This is my state matrix. And that's my input vector. G, any idea, any volunteer who can tell me what should be the inputs, entries of the state matrix and input vector to get this first equation? Memon?
ये सर कोफिशिएंट्स लिखते हैं सर x1 x2
जी बताएं ना, आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ
सर. पहले वाले में सर 0 और 1 आएगा सर पहले रो में.
शाबाश. What about here?
सर सेकंड में सर पहले में सर आएगा -k/m.
यार मैं तो x1 of t की इस इक्वेशन की बात कर रहा हूँ. This is my first equation. Right now I am talking about this first equation. अभी मैं दूसरी इक्वेशन की तो बात ही नहीं कर रहा.
अच्छा अच्छा सर इसमें फिर
How to write this
0
equation? x1 dot of t. So what should be the entry here? Memon bhai. 0. Good. So x1 dot of t will be, this row will be multiplied with this column. So 0 multiplied with x1 of t will be 0 and 1 multiplied with x2 of t is x2 of t plus 0 f of t. That's it. So this is the equation. Now the second equation says, ये है मेरी second equation. So what it will be? Minus k over m minus ba minus b over m and 1 over m, and that's your representation vector state equation. इसको हम कहते हैं, this is our the whole thing. Vector form of the state equation or vector state equation. Any questions regarding this? So it is minus k over m x1 of t minus b over m x2 of t plus 1 over m f of t. Any question about this?
No questions, sir.
Okay, should we stop it here? Probably you are not in the mood of studying anything. GCR, बोलिए. यार कोई बैठा भी है इस क्लास में, ये मैं
सर
अकेला ही बोल रहा हूँ?
सर काफी हो गया सर आज के लिए।
जज़ाकल्लाह जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर स्पीकिंग। चलें जी, अभी यहीं पे रोक देते हैं और इंशाअल्लाह ताला फिर पीर वाले दिन जो है ना यहीं से स्टार्ट करेंगे। थैंक यू वेरी मच।